There were a couple attacks on airplanes, and people were bloody careless. That's what was said. But yeah, it's a continuation. Fucking ran out of space. But at the end of the day, they just learned a lesson and they went home. So he was playing on that. Basically, they were saying, be afraid of us. And then I created an account on YouTube named Paul Revere. As an American or as a British person, you probably know what that is referencing to. So, it just seemed to be witty enough. I was very proud about that in the beginning. By the way, that's just explaining why it's called that. The other things is described, and I received the type of recommendation. So when I see any recommendations like this now, and then I'm gonna show you to my search history. Yeah, don't be mad at me. I'm a boy. It means I should welcome to access those links. I know what I always access, and I know what it would be or it wouldn't be. Yeah, it sounds very Nazi there. This one too, right? Man Max or Oscars, the man. Yep. What kind of guy wouldn't listen to that? Okay. We don't need to dive too much on that. That's a bit weird. Just showcasing the level of you. So you think that what I have just presented to you there, that is a accurate suggestion or something that they would do? Oh, that might be useful. I think it is. I suppose we have a different culture now. Can you imagine that? Boy, but this is the thing. This is the monkey thing. If they do anything, attempt anything like that, in the same process, again, that's not their only source. I mean, this is not what I'm really hoping to happen. What I'm hoping will happen is unrelated to YouTube. YouTube is a contingency. And also a fast response. Because I want this entire day, this entire week, whatever it takes until I finish the actual main thing, I'm gonna keep emphasizing every single day the what I will be doing now if she hadn't been stolen from me. I'm gonna access as a screen recorder right now. This is gonna be YouTube as well. But as a screen recorder right now, I'm gonna access the videos where you can see the cats, and I'm gonna comment on their own videos. Not only gonna be online, and put this, and then I'm gonna play comparison to what it is now. This is what it is now. See any life there? She looks peaceful, but trust me, compared to before, it feels like now it's dead. Yesterday at night in the afternoon, you had him lingering about. They had no business lingering there. They never do that. My idea was that they were there in solidarity to her because she was missing, and they made peace. They just made peace, right? Because the mother, I think, spurred her away. I think because she didn't have no food, she can't catch to there sometimes. I just got to feed them, and they were playing together yesterday. The other one was even being mean to them, and she's the spit face of her sister. As I said that. Spit copy face of her sister. I said that wrong. Basically, the base is she's the copy. She's almost the same. The difference is mine is lower, gray ears, and half gray nose, half white nose, smaller, bit more bulky. And so when the guy answered, I generally believe it was a general mistake when I saw just the other one and not her. But it doesn't matter because it turns out you're seeing that. And I noticed that what I had yesterday was me locked up in a stage where I was mostly just taking care of the cat's needs day after day and night. Her needs. I had the initial when I was going through the papers, right? I was gonna cut out the papers and let her choose. God, I believe will guide her to do the right choice. My relationship with God is unique. It's not something you see just about any religion. Also, I do believe that you should have a personal relationship with God, not much of a religion, which I like to say is just in the middle, not in the way that makes everybody like you, but in the way that makes everybody hate you. People that are very religious hate that because you're basically saying people shouldn't be religious, and people who are not religious hate that because you say they should still believe in God. So, it just sounds like me. It happens to be what I believe, though, so, as, well, value of a man. So, um, the the by the way, they should choose her own name. Unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to do that because of what they did. They stole her and they stole that chance. So she doesn't get a name until she comes back. And she will come back by now or in the future. I don't know if I'll be alive by then, but you know. This is the land of the most cowardly people in the world. I guarantee you, when push comes to shove, they will give her up. It's just that it's a matter of what it takes. And throughout this, as I said, every single day I'll be showcasing. Right now, I'll be dealing with the cutscenes, watching some YouTube videos, and this time was the game Whiteout Survival that I was playing a lot. Instead, you have me showcasing every single witness that they were doing that, every single fact, every single thing. By the way, that doesn't prove anything, but it doesn't matter because all you saw was a guy in a bike, and that's not enough for identification, which means it's not enough for imaging rights. For that, you have to prove identification, right? You have to be a way to someone says that's me and that is not anyone else. You can argue a bunch of things, and it's be a long court process that will never be solved. Continuing, you can read the code. I would if I could be bothered, but at the end of the day, much better argument than that, which is this. The fact we're seeing this, what is already given to the press, what is happening these days when I go to police station to report crimes, sometimes very simple things to do. You know, I didn't even expect those crimes to be solved, just report them. And you see what happens there. So if the result of that is some harm done against me being the victim of deep bulk crimes, well, then you know what to expect. And for the attempts to change reality, what they succeeded so far. It's on YouTube. It's in the hands of the press, their leisure to watch it. Don't know what happened in the process. Mail received. Uh, it's every Brazilian knows about it. So any reporter just has to talk around with the bagger. You know, you give a bottle of liquor. Yeah. Now, what are you talking about again? I'm a fellow Brazilian just like you, and I hate that guy. And the guy's gonna tell everything you need to know. So there's no secret. For that them to change reality, they have something that is unequivocally will become public in the way it happens. So yeah, the question, as I said before, is how deep you want to dig yourself, because they also deprive me of any other choice. So I'm literally a man with no choice. At the end of the day, up to yesterday, my choice had been very stupid, irresponsible even, which is to just take care of the cat and trying to ignore this while dealing with it at the same time is complicated. Because of their crimes, I have nothing else to do than this. And I eat out and watch a couple videos for 30 minutes. You can bet it's gonna be 30 minutes. And if it's gonna be 30 minutes or not, now I'm gonna add up a bit more because it's 9:37, so roughly 10 to 7 is gonna ring the bell, time to finish up anything, close everything. At 10:10 I'll be back recording things. Versus playing with cat, buying cat food, dealing with cat society to make the cat like the other ones better. Stuff like that. You see which one turned out better for the criminals. Plus the fact that they're gonna be very loved by everybody who saw how happy we were, my entire behavior throughout this. The fact that the general only thing going for them, other than admitting publicly that they were throwing things in the air. So in that sense, it safeguards the cat. But for that, they have to admit that. If they don't, they have to say it's just basically because I'm poor, right? Because we were happy and she had all her needs fulfilled. So karma is a bitch thing, right? For good and for bad. And you see that. I literally would wipe her bum, as it turns out. That's what I was trying to say in another video, and I did it properly. Because I didn't want her to be dirty, and because I knew that they were pouring those things in the air, and I noticed when she kept walking away, they was getting inflamed. So I wanted to keep her clean. That's why I need to stop those again.